thank you. I want to say that my friend Senator Mike Gravel is a shining example to me of our system, of what's right and what's wrong with our system. What's right in the sense that he was green before we were a party. His name is at the top of all the landmark legislation in our country protecting our water and our air that still stands today, and is one of the only things that we grasp a hold of in our defense against the onslaught of mountaintop removal in the Appalachian Mountains and in my home state of West Virginia. So I want to thank him, and I would want you to thank him as well as when he stood up and read the Pentagon Papers into the congressional record and saving Daniel Ellsberg's life. Now I'm going to do something else that's rather unorthodox, but you kind of probably learned to expect that from me. I'd like for you to sing along with me in a little sing-song. And I'm not going to do Paint the White House Green, because that's your tune. Okay? And I'm going to steal this one. But I'm sure you all know it, so please join in the second verse, because frankly, this is for all the blood that's been shed on the fields of battle in our name, for the veterans, and for those innocents who were caught in the middle of it and forfeited their lives. Their blood is intertwined. Find the cost of freedom buried in the ground. Mother Earth will swallow you. Lay your bodies down. Help me out this time. Find the cost of freedom buried in the ground. Mother Earth will swallow you. Lay your bodies down. If not now, when? If we don't stand up as a people to protect our Constitution and Bill of Rights, our very identity, now, then when? If we don't start a movement and every one of us get invested in it and recruit in it and raise our money, not corporate money, for it, to stop our participation in illegal and immoral wars in our name, now, then when? If we don't stand up to provide health care for all of us, now, then when? If we don't stop homelessness and get the homeless veterans off the streets and homeless children, now, then when? If we don't make every effort to protect our environment, which sustains our life on this earth, and therefore our civilization, now, then when? And if we as a party do not carry our word far beyond the boundaries of the doors of this building and our homes and our comforts, and get out and recruit and build and educate and revive this nation of citizenry now than when. These are perilous times. And for the people who are sitting at home comfortably watching television, channel surfing, looking for something to entertain them, let me inform you, there is nothing more entertaining than finding the Zen in Citizen. It's not only time to take to the streets, but it's time to take to heart that what we leave our children and our children's children is either all that this country provided for us or nothing. Because in this generation, we're losing it all. This generation. So we have to stand up for the rights of people in this nation and around the world. Stand up. You can't bomb them into peace. And you can't bomb them into democracy and spread it like peanut butter. You have to live and be a democracy. It is an hungry beast that must be fed. With your involvement and mine. If you think it's easy to be a citizen, then try getting involved. If you think it's easy to run for office, then try getting involved. And if you think it's easy to stand up for true justice, then get involved in a third party. I want to close in saying one thing. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I would say today. There was a huge storm blew up as I was leaving town. And my girlfriend Lisa and I, we had planted a garden. Most of the garden was gone. And we planted these. Do you know what these are? Sunflowers. And this huge storm blew in. It was the most powerful storm I'd seen, actually, since I was in the jungles of Central America. And it washed everything away, and it washed away the sunflowers. And I went down to the bottom of the walk, and the walk was covered. You couldn't even find your way out. But I knew there were stones underneath. And so I went and grabbed my hoe, my implement, my tool, to try to find my way. And when I went to try to remove it, the hoe broke. That's like us trying to participate in this process against the machine. But you know what? I knew that that bedrock was there. I knew those stones existed because they existed in my mind, in the vision that I had, and they existed in my heart. So I got down on my hands and knees and I started scraping until I uncovered all those stones. And I find our lives are full of those metaphors and that kind of irony. I thank you.
Thank you, Jesse Johnson.